Following is analysis of Miss Fidanze's freestyle. We have a good start, but we really like to see her tighten up that streamline. As we can see, her head pops up out of the streamline. We can even see the gap between her head and her arms right here. We want to make sure that that chin is tucked and that her ears are being squeezed in between her arms to increase the tightness of that streamline. Additionally, we'll never be going faster than we will off of the start. So taking a breath on the first stroke really helps us lose our momentum that we gain from the start. It takes us a couple strokes to get back up to full speed, as we can see. We have nice bent elbow recovery, and we do an excellent job of not allowing a breath to disrupt our stroke rate. Good flip turn, but we see that we turn all the way over onto our stomach before we push off the wall. We want to make sure we push off flat on our back as soon as our feet hit the wall, and then kick ourselves over onto our stomach to gain as much speed as possible. Similarly, we do not want to take a breath off of the first stroke off the wall, just like we don't want to take a breath on the first stroke off the start. We also see our head rock back slightly from side to side when we start to get a little tired. It's very important to maintain that body position very still. This is underwater analysis of Miss Fidanze's freestyle. Alright, as we can see, we want to make sure we have this head nice and tight in the streamline. We want to make sure we're squeezing our ears tight between our arms, and we have our eyes pointing straight down at the bottom of the pool. When we break this streamline right here, we really lose a lot of speed off the wall. Additionally, we can see we don't want to lose this streamline until right at the instant we take that breakout stroke. We don't want to breathe on the first stroke. That makes us lose a lot of momentum off of the blocks. Good kick, nice hip roll. Nice job of staying even on the center line of our body. What we want to make sure is we're really keeping our elbow high in the water. So we don't want to drop this elbow right here. We want to make sure we pull through the water like we're grabbing a barrel and pulling ourselves over it. That way we'll have more catch in the water. When we get to this point right here, we're only pulling or catching water from the elbow down, and we want to make sure that we catch water with our entire arms to maintain maximum speed and keep our body position higher in the water. Okay, so as we come over on this flip turn, right when we get to this point right here, we want to be pushing off the wall flat on our back in a streamline and then kicking our way back onto our stomachs. We waste a lot of time by rolling over onto our stomach before we push off. Again, we need to make sure we tuck that head down in our streamline and not breathe on the first stroke so that we maintain our top speed off of the wall. On our hand entry in the freestyle, we want to make sure that we come through with as little turbulence as possible, and we can do that by entering our hand slightly closer to the front of our face instead of having our arm fully extended before we enter into the water. That'll allow us to take less bubbles into the water with our hands, and it will give us a more efficient pull and catch in the front part of the stroke. This is a good kick rate and a nice stroke rate as well.